Welcome tonight to all of our leaders to our presentation, our initial presentation of ROX Protocol. We're super excited about this. Tonight we have two of our upline here, Mark and Luis. We appreciate them taking time out to come and give us an informal presentation on this amazing platform. But before we get started, we all have been in this space a while. We know it's amazing, but we do want to make sure we all have an understanding of the disclaimer. This presentation is in no way financial advice or solicitation. We are not financial advisors or experts in smart contracts. As a matter of fact, we are just members ourselves of this amazing platform. The crypto space has innate risk. One can lose some or even all of their deposit. Please do your due diligence before proceeding. With that, I'll pass it off to you, Mark, and you can introduce our guest speaker tonight that's going to give us an informal introduction to this amazing platform. To you, Mark.
Wow, thank you, David. Great introduction there. And yes, it's an honor to have Luis on here. We've been working together, I guess, now for a couple of months, or at least a month, and he's been an amazing support, I got to say. And anybody that joins our team will see that because he's always there. I know I bug him a little bit, but he's always there for me, so that's a good thing for sure. Real professional. And he actually in ROX has, Luis, are you now an R3 or did you hit R4?
I'm R3,
R3,
halfway to a little bit
R4.
over halfway to R4.
Wow. And that's powerful. As you see this program and where it's at and what's happening, that's a big thing to be in that early and hit that rank. So he's a very good builder and support. So with that, Dave, I don't know if you want Luis to go or do you want to go and point him where you want to go with that?
Nope, absolutely pass it to Luis so he can get as much as he can in within 20, 25 minutes for these people that have to leave.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. As they said, my name is Luis. I am living in Texas, and it's my pleasure to be here in this call. Right now, I'm in the Dominican Republic for vacation. And I went to Bangkok on November the 25th, where ROX Protocol had the official launch event, and it was really, really, really powerful, really, really amazing. I know, events don't tell you what exactly they're going to look like or how they're going to be in the future, but if this event was, some kind of, testament of what is going to be, this will be one of the best projects ever. Because I have never ever seen in my entire career, about 16 years in the industry, such a powerful, detailed, technical event like that one. Now, what is ROX Protocol? It's there is a big how do you say, PDF. I ask my team members to reduce it so that you and I and everybody else can just go ahead and share a quick presentation. So I will do that. I will use this PDF for the first time. So I sent it to Mark. Let me know if you can see my screen.
You're good to go, Luis.
Okay. So yeah, let me share with you as fast as possible what is ROX Protocol. Okay, so this is a Web3 project, it's a DeFi project, and it's a smart contract that is totally verified, renounced, and totally visible. Anything that happens in this protocol, you will be able to see it in the blockchain. There's nothing hidden. And how does it work? Well, we put USDT in and USDT out. What's going to happen with our money? Anytime we put some money, they have a dual coin system, which is ROX token and Bean token. Every dollar we spend here, every dollar we put into staking, 50% goes into Bing and 50% goes into ROX. And at that moment, liquidity pool is locked in and nobody can touch it for the time that you have selected. There are three different, staking periods: 1 day, 15 day, and also 30 days. Okay, so once you put money, there is something called AMM, or automated market maker, and rate limiter. The rate limiter is something that we have never seen in the past. At least myself, is the first time I see that. Whenever we put some money, the rate limiter will split it into a maximum per minute per day. So let's say right now, I think the maximum per minute is about 820, 840, I don't remember. But every day that passes by, it will increase by $20. So let's suppose, as an example, that today the rate limiter is $800. Then tomorrow is going to be 820. The day after tomorrow, 840, and so on and so forth. So according to the maximum per minute per day, you can calculate how much money will be the maximum that the contract will accept that day. No more than that can be deposited into the platform, because it is all calculated according to the rate limiter. The rate limiter will continue to increase until it hits $3,000 per minute. All right. So there are, like I said, three staking periods or staking cycles: 1 day, which will pay 0.3 for those people who want to test; 15 days, which will pay 0.9% per day, and it will compound until it gets to 14.38%. But that's not the net return. Okay, so 30 days will pay 1.5% a day, which will compound to 56.31, but the net income that we will receive is 30.97%, which is close to 31% in 30 days, which is fantastic. Once again, USDT in, USDT out. For example, you put $10,000, it will generate 5,631. The market making profit, that's the market making profit, but this is not the amount we will get, because out of this 56.31, or in this example from $10,000, this 5,631, that's the gross income, and we don't get the gross income, we get the net income, which in this case will be 30.9%, or $3,097. Okay, because we get, out of the 56%, there is 5% for the sponsor. Meaning, you invite somebody, this person puts some money into staking, you're gonna get 5% of the gross income as soon as this person starts the staking. You invite Mary puts $10,000. You will receive, as soon as this $10,000 start, to work, the staking, you're gonna get 281. And so every time Mary re-stakes, you're gonna get that again. Another 10% is going to the FOMO pool, which we will discuss in another moment. But this is what keeps everybody going crazy about this platform, the FOMO pool, because there are 4 levels of FOMO pool, and it could pay a real lot of money when you hit those pools. And the 30% will go to the network, to the compensation plan. So the remaining 55% is what the investor, if we can call it like that, the person that puts the money is going to get back, which is 55% equals 9% net income. All right. So this is what I said, direct referral reward, 5% of the gross income anybody puts into the platform. The 30% it's that I was talking about is here. There are 7 ranks, and these ranks are calculated from the small team, the small leg. And for a small leg, you can, let's say you have 10 or you have 11 people that you personally invited. One of them has $5,000, your team number one. All his legs, all his volume has $5,000. The others, all of them have, one has 2,000, the other one has 1,000, etc., etc. Combined, none of them have $5,000. So all of them altogether might be $20,000, $15,000, but each of them has less than 5,000. So they all combined work as your small team, because the only team, the system, the smart contract will not count for your rank is the team or the leg or the person that has the biggest volume. The rest, all the others, all the remaining are considered to be your small team. So your small, when you have $10,000 in your small team, you get 5%, you get to R1, and then you get to receive 5% of your whole network. Small team, big team, everybody in your network, you will get 5% of their gross income. Remember, gross income. There is 60 levels deep. 60 levels deep once you hit rank 1. For rank 2, you need $50,000 in your small team, and you will get 8%. R3, which is what I am right now. I did it in 3 weeks. Why I did it in 3 weeks? Because people are going absolutely nuts with this project. And I invited a couple of people. I shared my link. I shared the videos. I shared my story in Bangkok, and people are going crazy. And then it's Christmas, and I already have like close to $650,000 in my team in just 3 weeks. I can show you my account. I know you don't doubt what I'm saying, but just to tell you how fast in Christmas time this is going. In my experience, people don't join projects, don't put money into projects in Christmas. They wait for January. Here, nobody wants to waste a second. Everybody is building, everybody's putting money because people love this project. Anyway, so you will get up to R7, which you have $10 million in your small team. And at that moment, you will get 5% of the global pool of all the staking going on in the platform. 5% will be divided into those who are R7. So you can imagine how much money that will be. Okay. Obviously, we get a differential. So if you are R3 and you have somebody under you that is R2 or R1, then you are not going to get 11% from that team. If you have somebody R2 under you, you will get the difference between you and him, which will be 3% because R2 receives 8%. If you have one R1, then you will get 6% from this team, and he will get the remaining 5%. So this is very, interesting. I like it because it brings, some level of sustainability. It's not double paying everybody. So that I love it. Okay, so like I said, any rank you get, you will get this percentage of the gross income 60 levels deep. Okay, so this is an example of $10,000 compounding every liter, every cycle for 12 months. You will get more than $250,000 if you reinvest every single cycle. Okay, why is this so powerful? Because of the 50-50 split. What does that mean? Remember, when you put money, you put USDT, but 50% is invested or in buying Bing, and the other 50% is going to buy ROX. And this makes a liquidity pool that goes into a black hole. Nobody can lock it. No, nobody can touch it. It is locked, and it's only going to be, released when the staking period you chose is finalized. You chose 15 days, you chose 30 days, then it's going to unlock at that moment. Total security, because every little contract here is renounced, and you can see everything, the contract for ROX, the contract for Bean, everything you can verify in the, in the blockchain. All right. So why is this bringing people crazy? Because ROX has a real way to pay people. How? Well, remember, they have 2 tokens, and these tokens, every single minute, remember I talked about the rate limiter. The rate limiter is what distributes the money alongside with the AMM, automated market maker. Every minute, the whole day, they are purchasing, buying ROX, minute after minute, which means that the token price continues to go up, and up. And even when somebody or when many people sell, the price will momentarily go down, but the system is buying, and then it continues to go up. Just to tell you an example, when the system started on November 17, the token was like $13, something like that, and I think right now it's 27 or 28, which is 1x. I'm not good at X's, but it's double the price in less than a month. So what can I tell you? Whenever we buy tokens, whenever we put something in staking right now, the system, what it's doing is buying these tokens cheap, and 30 days later, the value of the token might be double the price or even higher than that. So at the moment our staking finish, the system will sell back these tokens with a profit of probably 100%. And that's why this system continues to attract people, and it keeps generating income and profits, not only for the developers, but for you, for me, and for everybody involved. Okay, so this is some examples of how much you can make if you hit the ranks, and also the FOMO pool. So since this is a little bit subjected to, some things happening, I don't touch that very, deeply. But once you get to R2, you start participating into the FOMO pool. There are 4 levels of FOMO pool. The first one is the level pool, which is going to credit people from R3 to R7. The first 40 R3 will get $5,000. I got my $5,000 and I claim my bonus, and in 20 seconds was in my Token Pocket wallet. I think there are still 15 spots left. Last time I checked was 16 or 15, I don't remember, because it's the first 40 to reach R3 are going to get 5,000. The first 20 to reach R4 are going to get 10,000. The first 10 to reach R5 are going to get 30,000. The first 5 to reach R6 are going to get 100,000. And the first 2 to reach R7 are going to get $400,000 each. All right. So this is more technicality of the project. There are only 21 million, or there were only 21 million ROX tokens. 18 are locked forever. So in circulation are only 3 million, and that's why this price, the price, the token price keeps going up, 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 and up. So, what are the key advantages of this platform? Sustainable model, real scarcity, instant rewards, lock liquidity, 24/7 purchases, compounding year. There is no fee when you withdraw, only the BNB gas fee, which is really, really, really low. So what do I see in this project, in this protocol? I see something really powerful because like I said, this is totally new. It launched officially on November the 17th. The official event for the launch was October, no, I'm so tired today, November the 25th. But not only that, it's the possibility to generate a 30% profit in just 30 days with not locking your money for a long time. You put $10,000, 30 days later, you get your $10,000 plus 3,000 all together. You click claim in 10, 20 seconds, all the money is in your wallet. And then you decide if you want to put it back in or not. So this is really, really powerful. And compared to other systems, this is one of the most transparent, transparent that I have ever seen. And like I said, all the contracts are renounced. There is nothing like backdoors, nothing. All the contracts are available for you to check. And yeah, that's basically what I think is the most important thing about ROX Protocol.
Thank you, Luis. Powerful presentation there. I would also add, many of you know myself, Sarah, and Mark from Origin. And Origin, when we got in it, it was a ground floor opportunity for the English speaking community because it started in the Asian hemisphere. Same thing here. It's very, very popular over there. They're taking it by storm, but over in the United States, it's not as popular yet. So we have a ground floor opportunity here. I would also add to what Luis said as far as the interjection of liquidity by the purchasing of these tokens. If a whale comes in, it doesn't automatically purchase all these tokens. They interject it in minute by minute so that it's equal and we don't see a big spike in price up or a big spike in price down. They took all that into consideration with this amazing platform. Sarah, I'm going to pass it off to you so you can open it up for questions. Please, folks, raise your hand so we can not all be talking over each other. And Sarah
I'm sorry, let me add something up that I forgot. It's related to what you mentioned right now. It's like the rate limiter. Let's say you want to deposit $10,000. This is so perfectly designed that you cannot just click, boom, 10,000. There is a maximum per minute, which today I think is $960. If you're gonna put 10,000, then you have to do like 10 transactions of 960 each, and then the remaining to complete the 10,000. So that guarantees that the flow of transactions minute after minute after minute after minute. And as you said, nobody can come up with $200,000 and put it in one click. That is something very, very important to avoid whales.
Yes. We'll pass it up to you, Sarah. Go ahead and raise your hand. She will allow you to ask your question, or you can throw your question in the chat portion and we'll get an answer for you.
Yes, we do have one question in the chat. It sounds awfully similar to a program that we just pulled out of. What makes this different besides people putting in money? Is there any other way they make money?
Okay, I see. This is very important. How they make money. I slightly touch it. They own these two tokens, obviously, but there's Bing and there's Rox. Like I said, every time we buy tokens, every time we put money into staking, what they're doing is they are what we say buying low and selling high. Why is that? Because right now you put $10,000 into staking, as well as everybody in the world. What they're doing is buying the token right now at 26, 27. I don't remember the price. And this money or this pool, liquidity pool at 26, 27 will be locked for 30 days. By the time they release this token, this liquidity pool, it will be at close to $40, which is, I don't know, 70, 60% increase in price. Something else, many people in the secondary market, by that I mean PancakeSwap, they go and buy the token. They have, you have to link your token pocket or MetaMask, whatever wallet you're using, you have to link it to PancakeSwap. And if you want to buy the token, probably maybe more than me. I'm not too expert in this, smart contract thing. But what are they doing? When you go and buy these tokens, there's something called slippage, which is like a tax. There's a 3.5% tax when you buy, 3.5% tax when you sell. That's a 7% tax that goes back into the system. But not only that, right now, I don't remember, but let's say the token is at $20, the ROX token. I'm not going to talk about the Bean token because this is, it has more, how do you say, the amount of tokens more, okay, it has more tokens.
More tokens in circulation.
Exactly. That has more tokens in circulations because ROX is only 3 million. So, but let's say that the token, because of the mechanism with the rate limiter and the automatic maker, that this is going up, yes, or yes. So you say, okay, let me buy 10, let me buy 1,000 tokens. I put my $20,000 plus tax. And then next month, the token that I bought in $20 right now is $40. Okay, I made 100% profit because my token, I bought it at 20, now it's 40. So I made a $20,000 profit, right? When you are going to cash out, they have a 25% profit tax. We're not talking about the staking. We're talking about the people that they decide to buy tokens because they know the token is going up because of the way they're pushing with the automated market making. So whenever you decide that you're going to cash out your $20,000 profit, 25% will be deducted from your profit, not from your purchase, from your profit. And this 25% also goes back in to the system and to the membership and everything involved in ROX. So these are two very common ways of they making real income for the members, and all of that is verifiable. By the way.
Excellent. Dave, do you want to add anything to that?
No, he explained it very, very well. The secondary market will be huge. There's people that watch tokens that are trending like this, and they buy it, not even knowing what the use case of it is, just because of it trending up. So the purchase of this token, they're expecting to be tremendous. Even for us members, may not be a bad idea to get you a little bag of it. The 25% is pretty relevant when you think about potentially what price it can get to.
Excellent. Stephen, you had a very similar question in the chat. Can you just indicate if that answered your question?
Oh, that's the question I answered, Steven. That's the one I read.
Yeah, no, I had a private chat that both questions
Ah,
were very similar. Okay, he says yes, it does. Perfect.
And this model of liquidity pools and pairing tokens together, you're going to start seeing a lot of different other platforms model.
yeah.
So it's proven. There's been other tokens that have done this that weren't in the area of DeFi platforms. It's a very, very powerful and effective model.
And on top of that, we are the first people. I think you talked about it earlier. In the Asian countries, China and Malaysia and all of that area, Indonesia, this type of AMN is very, very common. Like the continuous purchase of a token, which will raise the price. But right now in the Western hemisphere, we are the first people using this system. So we are in a very good spot to really create a lot of wealth with this accelerated model. I don't remember how they call it, but yeah, this process or mechanism or protocol of constantly every minute buying that I had not seen it in the past. So we are really like the genesis of this type of projects in the US, in Europe, and all this side of the world.
Yeah, most tokens go up based on their value, the use case. Here, they're forcing that token price up.
That is correct.
Excellent. We currently do not have any other questions in the chat. Does anybody want to take the mic and ask a question?
Anthony, you are in Punta Cana. Oh, nice. I am in Santo Domingo, in la capital.
Well, Luis must have did an amazing job of explaining. No questions.
Thank you.
Yes, we appreciate you, Luis.
My pleasure. Anytime you need me, I'll be here.
Excellent.
Should I say gracias también?
Oh, de nada. Spanish is my is my main language. English is my second language. So yeah, gracias is very good.
Excellent.
Gracias.
Gracias is thank you. Merci.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our best way of showing
So-
gratitude to Luis.
Sarah?
Yes, Trula?
Go ahead, Trula.
Sorry. I missed the part where you said, what's the minimum to join? Is it 100?
Oh yeah, I didn't say that. Thank you. The minimum
You're
is $100, but if you are a networker, the minimum is 200.
So if you
And
want
guess
to
what?
build a team and get paid on referrals, it's 200.
With 200, and you know what? That's all you need. You can earn $3 million with just 200. Yeah.
And this platform started, you said, just last month?
In November the 17th was when was the first staking started, but the official launch event was November 25th.
23rd. Oh, 25th.
Yeah.
And do we know who started this? Unless you have already said that and I missed it. Who
You
started
mean
this
the
platform?
The founders, you mean? Or the
Yes.
developers? Well, the developers are from China, and they were there. The main guy, they call it the chairman, is the chairman of the ROX Foundation is Mr. Enison. He was there. Another one of the founders, Chris, which is one of the deans of the ROX Academy, was in there. and all the guys that are from support that we can bring it in a call whenever you want. I can call them, bring them to answer questions. Everybody was there, and right now, at that moment, there was somebody acting as some kind of CEO because none of them speak English. Um, but they decided that since this is a Web3 DAO decentralized project, there is no need for that anymore. So, but they will be focusing on ambassadors, people like you, like me, who can make market difference. And they later on will like post what would be the requirements, the qualifications to be an ambassador for the project. And then, yeah, any of us could be one of them if we qualify for that, which I don't know right now what would be the qualifications, but they will post it in the Telegram channel. And since they have a foundation, they have an office in China for that. And they have another office in Malaysia. And I think they will open an office for this closer side of the world in Dubai by the end probably of January. So they're pretty visible. It's not like, even though it is a Web3, isn't they're not like hidden. They show their faces, which is good.
And you said they don't speak English. So if we
Well,
need them on a call,
well, the people from the academy, which are the ones from support, yeah, they speak English. I can bring any of them.
okay. And
Mhm.
are you direct to any of these like main people? Are you direct to any of them
If I
that
am
brought
direct
you?
under
Yeah,
them,
yeah. Who brought you on board?
oh, a friend of mine from Bulgaria invited me, and I saw the opportunity, and he invited me to go to the launch event in Bangkok. And when I saw everything, I said, yes, I'm all in. And 3 weeks later, I am the first and only so far R3 outside of Asia. And I know
Ha,
some people will leave me behind very soon.
congratulations.
Thank you so
Um,
much.
how many members so far?
In the system, I don't know because this is big in China, so you know how big that market is. But to be honest, and I would say in my because the what is it, the DAP or the back office, however you want to name it, right now I've been fighting for it, and I think they will release an update very soon where you can see the people in your team. Right now you can only
Well,
see your direct
wall
referrals.
wallets, where it's decentralized, so you don't see anyone's names, right? It's just wallets that you would see.
Yeah, but you don't see even the wallets. You only see, for example, you are my direct referral. Um, yeah, I will see your wallet, but if you have any other people under you, let's say you are my direct and you have 10 people under you. So I
You
see
only,
your wallet,
yeah,
and then I see that a number 10 under you.
right.
So that tells me that you have 10 people under you. But I don't
Yep.
see, or you won't see, if these 10 people have other 10 or 20 or 50, you cannot see that.
You can
So
only see your directs. Got it.
yeah, exactly. It's very limited when it comes to, information about team size. Well,
Are
the
they
only thing I
planning
can
on are,
see is my volume, my team volume. That I can see.
are they planning on changing that and upgrading it so you can see how many people you have on your team?
That's what I asked them, and they say that they talk to the IT people, and that probably in the next release that will be possible. But I've been waiting for a couple of days about that, so I'm not sure if they actually will do it, but they say they will. But and then we're waiting for that.
Okay, but you
Okay.
can see the team volume, so that's good.
Yeah, I see my directs. I see one that which is already R2. In 2 weeks, he's R2. He has 80 people under him, and that's amazing.
But-
And I
But
have
that's all
another
you see, your directs direct, and that's it,
in
right?
their team volume. So I have another.
Okay.
I have somebody that he has only four directs, but his team volume is already 277,000. So,
Oh,
but
wow.
I suppose under these four, there should be hundreds of people because
Yeah.
close to $300,000 in 2 weeks, there should be a lot of people. But I cannot see that. Nobody can see that. We can only see numbers, volume.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mhm.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Luis, I got a question.
Yes, sir.
So the $200 staking is all that's needed to max out the comp plan,
Yeah,
which means that you need to have that $200 staked at all times as commissions are coming in, correct?
that is correct. So that's why it is important. I think as a suggestion, if you're, I mean, you are, if you're a builder, um, what I did, I have 1,000 in one account and I have a bigger under me, obviously, because it helps for the ranks and it helps for, income as well. So, but my main account, which is the one I'm building, I have $1,000. So what I did was I put 3,000 today, I put 5,000 the day after tomorrow, and then I put 2,000 2 days later. So that I always have a deposit active.
Yes.
Because if, let's say, I don't know, things happen, you forgot to claim, or your for whatever reason your deposit expire and you were not paying attention that day, whatever commission coming in, if you are not active, you will lose it.
Yes.
So that's why I have three different deposits, because there's no way I'm gonna miss the three of them. So yeah, it's if you are building, at least you should have one or two or three different deposits in different days, so that you will never ever miss one of these payments. Because remember, the payments that we receive, at least when you get a rank from your network, and remember, once you get a rank, you're gonna receive income from 60 levels deep. So all the people under you are going to be paying you, but some people started today, some people started tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. So that means that after the first 30-day cycle, you will be receiving commissions all day long, every day. So you don't want to miss that.
Right. So maybe smart to go 200, 24 hours, 200, 24 hours, 200 at the very minimum. That way you have 3 days. If you can't catch it in 3 days, something's wrong.
Yeah, that's true. I did it every other day. I left 2 days in between, just in
Okay.
case. Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Luis, I have a question. So with
Yeah.
Spanish being your first language, are you familiar? I know there's a large similarity with Portuguese. Are you able to support Portuguese speaking community?
I have a very strong leader. He makes a lot of videos in Portuguese.
Oh,
Depending on what time is the Zoom, I could ask him, um, for a favor to hold a Zoom with me in Portuguese. He
okay.
he lives in Portugal.
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent, excellent. Because we have some Spanish speaking friends, we have some Portuguese speaking friends, so just to kind of cover all the bases.
Okay.
Excellent.
So you probably need the PDF in Portuguese. I will send it to Mark and in Spanish as well.
Oh, yes, that would be fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah,
Would
I
you
have it.
happen to have it in French since you seem to have a lot of languages?
In French?
Yeah,
Well, I actually have French, Russian, Italian, English, Portuguese, and Spanish.
excellent. If
And,
you could send
and
those.
my team is creating, and you will get it as well very, very soon. All of that. I have a team preparing all these materials. For example, this PDF that you saw, my team made it because the original PDF is crazy. I mean, you will go forever reading information. So we already have a detailed explanation. First, they did it in Spanish because they are the Spanish speaking community, but they were doing it in 7 different languages. The whole explanation of everything in a video is 7 minutes. So we're gonna have that in also 7 different languages, and I will get that to you as well.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome. You're getting some claps from the attendees here. Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Does anybody else have any other questions or comments?
Hello, Sarah. How you doing? This is Ron.
Hello, Ron. How are you?
Very good, very good. And thank you so much, Luis. Appreciate your presentation. Very good.
Yes.
Listen, I wanted to ask you, is there in this with the structure of having wallets underneath your wallet, is there a benefit to that with this? Like my own wallet under my own wallet. I think you mentioned that.
Well, what I did was I did that because let me tell you, I did this. There is one of the formal pools. It's a weekly pool. Once you hit R2, then you're part of the first 5 in total volume will hit one of the prizes. Okay, every week, the first 5. So that it was last week. I was number 5, but I saw somebody was closing in. So what I did was I opened a myself account with $5,000. That's all I had in that moment, but I still ended up being in 6. Yeah. So I put the $5,000. It didn't even help me to be top 5. But yeah. Anyway, but some people like to make money on their money. I don't tell that to anybody because it is better if they put it under you. But that's the only reason I did it. But you can have as many sub accounts under you as you want. This is totally 100% decentralized. If you want to do it, for example, a passive investor that has like a lot of money and he wants to make the most out of his money, he can do that, and he
Yeah.
will reach a rank with his own money. So it's going to be making, for example, if you have somebody that is going to put $20,000, $25,000, and you want to help that person make more money, then he can, Mark knows what I'm talking about, make sub accounts, and then he can himself be a R1. So he's going to get 5% gross income from his or this account staking. But on top of that, he's going to earn another 5% because he is R1 and he gets 5% out of all the people under him. So instead of just making 5%, he's making 10%. And
Right.
on top of the 30% he makes out of every account. So this is really cool.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that answer.
You're welcome.
Excellent. You can tell Ron's one of us with the right into the strategy questions. Perfect. Okay. Do we have any other questions or comments while we have Luis here?
I have one more question for you, Luis.
Okay.
In building, is there any strategy or any value by going wide on your personals? as opposed to 3 or 4 legs.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. That's the way to go. Why? Let me tell you. I don't remember. I lost track. I have like 15, 16 directs, right? But you remember I told you I have one that is already R2. I have another one which is about to be R2. But when you have almost $700,000 in your total volume, is because you have many people being R1 probably, or R2. So if you only have a few directs, then you remember this is you're gonna get level differential. If this guy that is going to be R2, he has close to $100,000. He's already R2. Okay. So instead of I am R3, I'm earning 11%. But since he became R2 from his team, I'm only going to earn 3%, which is not bad because it's 3% gross income of almost $100,000. You see, but I would rather have 11% instead of 3%. You see what I'm saying? So many people will reach ranks, and every time one person under you hit a rank, then it's limiting your profits from his team because he already gonna take at least 5% of his team from you. So the more directs you have, the better chances to make more money if these directs are builders or even if they're just passive people, because you're gonna get, for example, in my case, 11% of so many people instead of a few people.
Got you.
Hey guys, I have one more question. This is Ron again.
All right.
You can tell my mind's going. So this question is actually for Sarah. Will we have a calculator on this program?
Dave, will we have a calculator on this program?
You know, I love making her work and make calculators, but I don't think we'll need one for this one, to be honest with you, because you got to keep in mind you have the strong leg volume, and then you have all the other legs combined. So I don't think you need much of a calculator for that.
Okay. So my thing is like, okay, if I put this much in and then, and how's that going to be in 6 months and all that kind of thing. So that's what
Yep.
I was thinking of. Yeah, I understand what you're saying though.
Yep. So Sarah usually will come in with more complex systems and models that could easily be figured out with the calculator.com site.com. You just throw in the percentages, since we know what the percentages are going to be, and then for the period of time, and then it'll spit you out the answer.
Okay, super. Beautiful.
Okay,
That's good.
and one of my team leaders from Malaysia, I think he prepared an Excel with 1,000, with 5,000, with 10,000. So if you would need like any specific amount to show to people how much they can
Right.
make if they're just living for 6 months, for 8 months, for 1 year, I can ask him. You just send me the amounts because he already has like three. But if you want to add up to that, I can ask him to do that for you.
Please, that'd be great. And I have people I know that will be coming on board within the next week or so, and they're going to have 10 and 20. So 10,000 and 20,000. And so I would like to be able to show them, well, what's this going to make you in 6 months? What's it going to make you in a year? That kind of thing.
Right. So, Ron, you're looking for something variable where you could plug in, if I put in this specific amount for this amount of time. I got you.
Yeah. Thank
Okay.
you.
I think Ron wants to eat off the table already.
Yep. There's our origin people piping in. I
Yes.
love it. I love
And,
it.
and definitely got to do the $100 example for just the very basic person. I always love to show them what this what these type of platforms can do to change their life and impact their lives. So
Right.
with that $100 model.
Excellent. Okay, well, do we have any other questions while we're all here?
I'd like to just make a fast comment. Luis, that was incredible. I know you've been at it since about 6 in the morning this morning, and when I asked you to be on the call, I wasn't sure if you were going to say yes, but we certainly appreciate that. You did a wonderful job. You brought a lot of clarity to everybody, and it's going to make make our job easier just by what we learned tonight. And of course, all the interactions we're going to be doing in the future together. So thank you very much.
My pleasure. You know you can count on me.
We do.
And just to let everyone know here that are leaders, we've already met Jen. Jen is one of our contacts from China, and he's made himself available to us. He's an ambassador for ROX Protocol. So we'll get information, communication will be there. So we're excited about that as well.
Yeah.
Excellent. Very good. Okay, so no other questions?
I think we're good to go. We thank all the leaders for showing up tonight. We are excited about this journey. It was about a year ago that a mastermind happened between myself, Mark, and Sarah for Origin. We feel like this may be our Origin project going into 2026. We hope you'll be with us for the journey. Get back in touch with the person that invited you here, and we'll get you guys set up, and you'll take the journey with us. Thank you again, Luis, for showing
Thanks,
up. Mark,
guys.
thank you.
Thanks,
pleasure.
guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yes.
Have a good
you
night,
all.
guys.